Righty, video number 2 of the engine strip down. For the flywheel, I'm waiting on the flywheel puller online. I'm not going to be trying to do it with no screwdrivers and crack the case and all that. So what I'm going to do in this video is take off the kickstart, take off the water pump and this side cover, have a look at the clutch basket, pull all that off, and I just want to see where the shaft comes through from the gear lever on the other side and all the selector and all that. I just want to have a bit of a look how that is. It'd be amazing if there was just something simple in there, but I don't think it's going to be. Just because the gear lever is, you can hear it's trying to select now. When I first got it, the gear lever, you couldn't move it at all. You couldn't do anything with it. So it is now going up and down, but it sort of stops. Like I can only sort of, we're in first there. That'd be neutral, but like your neutral isn't freeing up the front sprocket. So, and then we've got second, third, and then it gets stuck there. So we can't get any higher than third gear. So we'll take this off, get the clutch basket off. Yeah, I had a comment from a bloke called Seps Adventures about welding, saying good idea welding this on. I figured it would be good for this part, just taking it off, easier to film and all that sort of stuff. I'll take it off obviously when I'm going to split the case. Alrighty, so before we start pulling stuff apart, I've just made like a bit of a rough template of where all the bolts are. Like you got your 3 water pump bolts here, just so when I take them out, because they'll all be different lengths, what I'll do is I'll take them out, put them straight in the slots that they go in. Kickstart one, put that there. I know that's outside, I can set it aside. Quite often I do little jobs with my father-in-law, and he just leaves bolts everywhere and drop it on the ground, and doesn't have a nice blanket down here so you can see what you're doing, and it's just a nightmare. So you just got to do it properly. I keep telling him, just take your time, there's no rush. So we'll do it like this and we'll get going. So half of these bolts are loose anyway, so we've got the kickstart one. We'll get it off. Another telltale sign that someone's been in here doing something they shouldn't have. That's the bolt. So if we can get that to focus, you get with the nut as a spacer. So they've obviously lost the correct one. So we'll pop that in here for now and get rid of that spacer for now. And I'll order a new bolt set for it anyway, but it'll be good to just have that there anyway to measure it all up. Now I've gone along and all of these bolts are bloody finger tight, so they've obviously had it off before I've purchased it. So I am going to go along with the drill to just take them all out. I've got the clutch on low anyway, so if it does like bind up or anything, it's just going to clutch out anyway. Alrighty, so the impeller on the water pump looks good. Another sign that someone's been in here, the gasket's half gone. So obviously someone's had it off, put it back on, not put a gasket. So we'll be ordering all new gaskets for it. But all inside here looks good. Just remembered I went out and bought some gloves, so I better put them on, eh? That bit of oil's just reminding me of got my gloves there. I've got to put them on. Doing what my father-in-law does, bloody rushing to get the job done. Alright, so now we've got all the bolts undone here. We're ready to take off this case. The side cover, sorry. I'll just move you in here a bit so see what we're doing. Alrighty, so we're ready to take the side cover off now. Alrighty. And again, the gasket doesn't look too good on here. Someone's had it off. With a little bit of crap down here. Got our water pump gear. It all looks good. Teeth all look good on that. Shit, they might have even bloody replaced the water pump at some point. Very be very surprised with that. So here we've got our kickstart, and we've got our clutch basket. So we'll get this clutch basket off. A wise man once told me, have all your tools spread out ready to go. But I've obviously forgotten the screwdriver, haven't I? And it's the wrong size. That's the beauty of editing. I went and got the right size in just a jiffy. Alright, so let's get these springs off. Bounce all around the sheddy. My father-in-law likes a bit of metal detecting, so if it does, he can come find it with his metal detector. Alrighty, so now we've got the springs out. I just want to take note. I'm going to get this front cover off and just take note the order that we're getting them off in. That's the beauty about filming what you do. If you can't remember shit when you're putting it back together, just go back and watch your video. We'll slide the whole lot out. And I'll tell you what I'll do, just to be super professional, I'll put a bloody cable tie around that. And I can't fuck it up, can I? I'll just pop the cable tie on here. Like I said, this might take quite a while to get this project done, just in between jobs. So I'm just gonna cable tie this. I know the order. Can always go back and look on the video, but it'll just be good to have them already in order, you know. All right, so once I pull this out, there is a ball bearing on the other side. Did watch a video of a bloke pulling one of these apart, and he said, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, little ball bearing sits on the end of this push rod here, or whatever you want to call it. And he says it's always good to have them flat, but this has got a concave in it. See, it's not locked up, as you can see. We've got a bit of compression there too, you know. Just a positive sign. I'll get this off. That's the beauty about having it on the bench, is being able to do that. So we've got bolt. Just doing this for my own recordings. We've got our bolt, and pop that in the bin by itself. The washer. It's concaved a bit. Don't know if it's supposed to be like that. That's how I'll be putting it back in. Look at that. That's all looking pretty good. I like all this milky looking shit in here. Time will tell. This is spinning. Not sure if it's supposed to. I don't know. I might have a bit of a research into that. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. It does have the thing to go over here. But once it goes past there, she spins, so I'm not sure about that. Blast it off again. And take him off. As far as I can tell, it all looks alright. It's a bit worn in here. Actually, the clutch basket. It's got some grooves in the clutch basket. So, next up we've got here. As you can see here, that is going through gears. First, neutral, second, third, and we're getting stuck on fourth. So I'll zoom you in, and if we have a look, taking the gloves off so I can work the camera. Have a look here, this little star in here. So this little, I don't know what to bloody call it. There's a little arm with a round end on it, and that's in this star, and that's in first gear at the moment. half click up, we've got our neutral, second, third, and she doesn't want to go past fourth. So we can go third, second, first, and then back up into neutral. The problem being, in neutral, our sprocket still won't move. So that's what makes me think that we've got something going on in the gearbox here. So there we go, there's the dramas of filming. I've just done all that with it zoomed in on that selector star. So what I've done is taken the kickstart assembly out. Got this little bit that goes near the to tension the spring, goes in there. So I just put it in there and taken it back out just to show you on camera because I bloody had it zoomed in on there. So I can see in here she's bound up a bit. I'll try to get that on camera. Where's the bloody camera? Got a little bit of metal here, a little bit. It's a bloody fair old chunk. So I don't know, to me, what that looks like, because the kickstart wasn't moving, then all of a sudden it started. I actually think that might have come out of there, and this piece here has gone around and grooved up in there. Can't see any more metal anywhere else, so we might be lucky with that one. Alrighty, I've just moved around the other side of the bike here. Just want to take this cover off. Just noting that it's missing one here. All moving nicely. Take that, fuck it off. Very neutral, and that's not moving. I can actually move this with a bit of force. Not too much to break anything. If I turn it clockwise, I can turn it clockwise and anti-clockwise just a tiny bit. But when I do that, then this goes back to being locked up and I can't change through any gears. So at the moment, I can get first, neutral, second, third, and then it jams up on fourth. So I'm thinking the issue could be in this shaft, because when this changes position, that's when things stuff up. So I'm hoping that it's just that shaft there. So what do you see? Back around this side, I have noticed a little bit of, I don't know if it is damage or not. I'll have to do a bit of research online. Well, one, I don't know, is that supposed to spin free like that, or who knows? Because your Kickstarter goes there, which spins this, which then spins everything else. So I do think that is just an idler one there. Like I said, not a mechanic, guys. Don't know. I've bloody done it again, forgot to zoom out. Sorry guys. Like I was saying, I do think this is idler. I've put this back on, but it's bloody zoomed in again. I forgot to unzoom it, sorry guys. So I've just sat that back on. This is just an idler one. Like I said, I'm just learning. So the door spins right, but when I put this kickstart back on and put the kickstart on it, we are playing ball today. Never used to. Oh, she's got some good compression. It's got that much compression. The old 120 kilo of me. Oh, it's going all right. So at least we've got this all moving now. When I first got it, this was hard as rock, couldn't bloody move it. So calling that a bit of progress so far. So I'll take all this back off. I just wanted to see what it was going to do there, because I've never been able to have the kickstart do full revolutions of the engine. Don't like that sound. We'll get to that drama. That's on the to-do list. this will be for up top where that kickstart, ground out this casing. Around here, just there and there from where it's come out a bit. A bit of weight reduction, should go a bit faster there. As long as it's from not in there, or being in there. When we either move this, I can't select my gears anymore. If I move the sprocket, I can't select my gears anymore. So I've got it in the sweet spot where I can get first, neutral, second, third. Can't get into fourth, fifth or sixth. Righty. Tell you what, when I was a little boy, my old man was always doing these gear levers because, geez, I used to bloody stomp them down. Alright, I've got the gear lever off, and I thought that shaft would be all sweet because it's doing what it should when it should. She's, I don't know, you tell me, but that's got a fair old bend in it compared to that case. And if you look at it dead on, she sits a bit lower to the bottom. See on that seal, we're hard up against the bottom, but not at the top. So, I'll whip it out, see what the go is. I know we shouldn't be hitting shit, guys, but she's that bent, it ain't gonna come out any other way, so. Whew. As you can see there, I'll get a straight edge for you. There we go. She's had the gears smashed through. Someone's been stomping it down. Probably when it's been locked up, they've been smashing on it. Anyway, we've got your new selector shaft because that one is proper fucked. But still, that's not our issue. She still doesn't want to go past there. The little circlip washer. Gear with another washer on the back of it. To be honest, that actually looks pretty good considering the ones I've seen online. So nice and flat on the back, the worn side facing out. So we'll pop that in our little thing. My concern here, she's got a groove on it there. I don't know if you can see there. I'll try tipping a bit. I ain't zooming yet because I'll forget to zoom in. So she's got a groove going that way, a diagonal. Obviously the one around it's for the circlet, but on there doesn't look real nice. If you know that's supposed to be like that or not, just drop it in the comments. Would be handy, thanks. Wonder why it won't. Is this should be doing things? Is that because we're broken, or it'd be funny if that all just come out, wouldn't it? To me, that's all I can really do on this side. I'll wait till I've got that flywheel puller. So that'll probably do us for that. Bloody done 2 episodes in one day. Here I am saying it's going to take 6 months. So the next one I'll do the flywheel stator, whatever you want to call it. I've got to wait for the puller to come in the mail, and we'll get the top end off as well. If you got any suggestions, what's going on here? This is supposed to spin like that. Obviously it's supposed to spin to select your gears, but it's not going all the way around to 6. Then should I be hearing more than that? Like I said, if you've done this, or you're a mechanic watching, having a bloody good old laugh at me, yeah, drop it in the comments. There we go, guys. That's how confident I am that I'll be back out here soon. Ain't no dust getting in this. It's like a bloody packed lunch. So hopefully part 3 will be coming out soon, and we can get it off this little mount and we can start splitting the case apart and really fucking it up. Alright, let's go. I've actually found a set of gears. You've probably all turned it off by now. I've actually found another gearbox. It's about 4 hours away from me for 300. So if I get it out and the shafts are all fucked, I'll be getting onto that gearbox and getting it sent across. Hopefully there's nothing else damaged internally. So let's see how we go.